e-Spaza is an online shop recently approved by Empowerment Works and due to launch on worldofgood.com in December 2010. A Spaza shop is an informal convenience store traditionally found in South African townships. It's usually a shop attached to somebody's home or in their garden, where you can buy anything from cigarettes to cool drink to paraffin, candles, etc. In Zulu, you would refer to a Spaza shop as e-Spaza. We decided to bring a bit of African entrepreneurship to the online community, and thus the I is replaced with an E for e-commerce. Andrew Griffin and I are the co-founders of e-Spaza. As a professional photographer, he brings the eye to the store, and as a capacity building consultant, I bring the development angle. e-Spaza was founded as a small protest against mass production and mass consumerism. We no longer know the owner of the corner store where we buy bread on a daily basis. Our purchases occur en masse in bigger and bigger supermarkets, where nothing is made especially for us, and we don't know the name or the face of the person who's made the products that we buy. The gap between rich and poor is all too often widened when the poor produce and rely on the rich with their intellectual and social capital to access markets on their behalf. So a key objective of e-Spaza is therefore to demonstrate that profits can be equitably shared along the supply chain, that we're abundant and that there's more than enough if we all learn to share and embrace transparency. e-Spaza aims to, in a small way, bring us back to the personal interaction of days gone by, through telling the story of the person who makes the product you buy and outlining the direct impact your purchase will make on the life of the producer. We hope to bring a little humanity back to a disconnected world. A third key objective of e-Spaza is to use a significant portion of the retail profits to build the capacity of our producers, who are all urban working poor. Most are illiterate, semi-literate. The majority are women, and all live in KwaZulu-Natal, a province in South Africa hardest hit by HIV/AIDS. The first group of producers we are working with produce beaded products and currently sell at the Warwick Junction bead market, which only opens on a Friday. It's taken us a while to work out our business model. We want to empower the producers with whom we work, but with as little interference as possible. We don't want to impose our ways on to our producers. We don't want to turn our producers into mass-producing machines. We don't want to dictate what they make. We simply want to open up access to another market for them and to build their capacity to build a sustainable livelihood for themselves. One of the biggest challenges for us has been how to work with these producers around pricing. What they sell to us for and what online market-related selling prices are something quite far removed. We're talking buying a necklace from them for 30 South African Rand and being able to sell that same necklace online for $30 US. We initially wanted to focus on pricing structures and sliding scales and so on, but you can't forget that the global online market is only one of their markets. There's also a thriving local market who come down to Warwick on a Friday to buy beaded products, including international tourists and locals, both individuals and retailers. We're working with illiterate and semi-literate and numerate adults here, trying to introduce them to sophisticated pricing structures based on willing buyer, willing seller. It just isn't going to work. So together with some genius input from a partner organization, NGO Asiya Tafuleni, we've come up with a business model that we think works for everyone. We buy at the price determined by the producers and sell at a price determined by the online market. We then take 40% of the retail profit and put it into a capacity building fund. Part of that capacity building fund will be used to run workshops for the producers around basic business skills, basic numeracy, and there will also be some work around creative process where we will be working with producers to develop their own creativity and creative process. The other part of the fund will be used to build what we're calling the bead bank, where the producers accumulate credits which they can then cash in, as it were, at the local bead wholesaler, so that the input costs for their next product or next set of products is essentially zero. In this way, we are hoping that our model works for everyone, where our producers' skills and profits grow, but their way of life doesn't change.